Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Queen's Wish. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as I take care of everybody's health because we're very injured. Last episode, we got ourselves to the... Well, we didn't get to ourselves to Madraka yet, but we are on our way to Madraka, and we need to go there because I didn't go there. Sess is in charge. Is she? Okay. Well, I thought I was gonna be able to go through because of the. I mean, I do realize last episode we were told that we wouldn't be able to go through. Wow. Really? Okay. So I need to go I need to come up from the south, basically, which is totally fine. Our exploration is absolutely within the confines of my will. Even though I was clearly very afraid to come in here before. Let's see. So there's still one thing that we're missing is the last... oh, there's definitely things that we're missing. But it's the last sort of looking point. What do they call it? They call it like a thing. I don't know what it is. There was a successful quarry here. The workers and owners fled after the rebellion started. A bunch of mirelings have moved in. They are ever eager to occupy any home they can find as soon as the guards are gone. They're very concerned with law enforcement, you see. There are some mirelings in here, but they're not people, as we well know. And they will all die. And in fact, they are boars. That's what they are. So, let's go ahead and get a battle frenzy over here. Right off the bat. Very, very... oh, there's... Okay, please don't confuse any one of us. Very lucky that we got the battle frenzy right away. These... She has gone 3 times before everybody else. How fast is she? That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Please don't confuse anybody. Confusion resisted. That's good. Okay, come back. I'm confused. Why is she so fast? Okay, we're good. Yeah, our front lines are just... Yeah, terrible. Okay, so I kind of wanted to hit you. I can't, so I will settle for hitting all of these 3. Let's see what we can pull off. This is actually a tough battle, I would say. That's unlucky. But the kiting is real with us, and that requires walking 1. Well, I guess I'm going to kite even more then, just to show you what's good. Okay, so since I'm not going to be able to hit you, I might as well move over here and do a whirlwind that hits 3 of them. And then more kiting will be applied, and of course that requires us to move. So more kiting even. Yeah, that was a good decision, I think. I mean, I can't keep kiting now. That's bad news. So bleeding, vicious strike, 2 bleedings, a stun, obviously. Okay, this is definitely within the confines of our abilities, I would say. Oh yeah, stun resisted. Okay, that's good. Move you down here, do a whirlwind. It's gonna hit all of them, and you're gonna die now. Yes. That's a knockback, a cleave, and a knockback in the same attack. Oh, is that a root or ensnared? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But not the end of the world, I would say. Certainly because I can keep moving up here and do this. Nice. And then you can just go over there because you're ensnared, but you can move once. I think that's a nice thing. That's a really nice thing that the ensnare allows you to move once, and it only uses 1 action point to move. It's pretty good. Oh, she confused herself. Yeah, well. Okay. Oh. That's a bit of a surprise. I thought we were gonna be able to... No, not able to, but rather I thought we were gonna get a dialogue or something. Block damage right there. Yeah, we need to be careful because they have ranged combatants. Let's focus damage. I think... Oh, that's confusion. Radiance. That is not confusion. That was a different thing altogether. What the heck happened? I'm not sure. Either way. 71 damage. Evasion. That's a block damage. We're actually getting relatively lucky with those attacks. Yeah, these big boars, they really want to get to our backline, which is fair. I mean, It's definitely a good strategy. 2 evasions on that whirlwind over there. Not very happy with that. Bloodletting, bleeding. 2 different effects. I'm not really sure how that works. And that is a stun resist. That's fine. We don't need to worry too much about this because I can always move back and confuse everybody. I literally confused the whole team except for Silver. And that's fear. That's vulnerable. Okay, vulnerable is not bad. Okay. Yeah, vulnerable definitely doesn't matter. That's an evasion. Very unfortunate. That confusion didn't do much. Hopefully that bleeding is going to kill the boar. Doubt it. And there it is. And yes, even the camera even needs to change, because that was so far up north. Oh, you can't do. Oh no, you're afraid. Okay. You know, it's just these little ones. Oh my god. I'm not used to the camera being like this. Okay, well, you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. There we go. There's some. There we go. Yeah, once your team gets severely cursed, basically, it's not really cursed, it's ensnared and all that sort of stuff. It takes a while for the combat to restart effectively, because like you. Yeah, but there it is. We did it. You poke around without a dialogue as well. I'm not a fan of that. I like dialogues after combat, I should say. And also I like them before. But anyway, you poke around in the caves at the far end of the quarry. There are a few mirelings, but they flee in terror. You poke through, there's the second poke in this dialogue, through the treasure they looted from the area. You find a scattering of coins and semi-precious stones. You also find a polished tile of malachite with a rune etched on it. Interesting. You pocket it. And, do I actually pocket it? Did I pocket it? I think I pocketed it. Sorry, that's not how it's pronounced. I don't know. I think that is the equipoise augment for a meager mental resist improvement. And on a single character, which means it's a quarter of its effectiveness. Because if this were a... This actually, now that I think about it, it's one of the advantages of single character role-playing games is that items have like a flat... you can have fewer items, obviously, because you're only equipping your own character, but in terms of fewer items, fewer item types, I should say. So it's not just about having fewer items, which it is about having like a game like Fallout where it's only one character. It is also about that, but it also allows you to just not have to come up with as many items, so the items can be more unique. Because, you know, if you have a rune that gives you 15% mental resist on a single character RPG, then, whoa, that's kind of nice, right? It's 15%. In this game, it doesn't really matter. It's like 15% for one of your characters. I don't even bother going back and applying it because it's a free rune. It's literally free. I could just have it. Nope, that doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, I'm not saying that it's wrong to apply it. It's absolutely wrong to do what I'm doing, not applying it. That's absolutely wrong. I'm doing the wrong thing. What I'm saying is it's not interesting enough for me to waste my time with it. So, I don't know. It's I feel that the items should be a lot more powerful than they are. And also that would allow because the thing is with powerful items, because it's not like you resist everything 15%, it's you resist specifically mental effects. It gives you a little bit more tactical freedom, you know? Because if you were like 50% mental resist, I'll be like, that's interesting. That's something that I may be able to use on a single character. It's kind of a tough thing, but maybe I could specialize a character on mental resist, and I would use them as something. I don't know. The character system is not as versatile as it should be in a situation like that, because we don't really. I mean, there's really not many builds. You just do whatever the class that you have wants you to do, and that's it. It's more about the way you play rather than what your characters are. A band of Owen rebels is guarding this pass. They block your passage through their barricades, spears and axes out. They are very brave. Their old Owen leader realizes who you are, but he blocks your path anyway. I am Grants. This pass is through the lands of the Owen Rebellion. What is your business here, Havenite? Uh, I have come to negotiate with... Oh, wait a minute. No, let's go with the first one. I'd like to know more about the rebellion. If you want to learn about us, Madraka is east, Havenite. They will tell you all you need to know. We just watch the road. Yeah, I've come to negotiate with the Owen rebels. They look at your insignia again. They know this is a very important meeting. Grants pulls the rebels aside to talk. They discuss what they have heard about you. They constantly cast glances at you as they review the rumors. Their looks grow gradually more calmer, you might say. Finally, Grants returns. You may pass, Prince. I hope you are kind to our rebellion. Our cause is just. Yeah, don't start talking about pride, because otherwise I'm just gonna punch you all in the face, and I'm gonna abandon all the choices that I made. You enter a region of enormous plateau. That's an X. Is that? Wait a minute. Yeah, you need to pluralize that with an X. Is that how it works in French? I think it is. Is that the plural version of plateau? Because how would you say that in English? Right? Because that's how you... No, wait a minute. That's not... Plateau doesn't have an S. It is pronounced plateau in French as well. I'm not... I think pluralization of words in French... I'm not actually... I don't remember that. Either way, it's plateaus. I think that's how it's pronounced in English, even though it is not how it is. That's an interesting issue. So the word... This is a borrowed word, right? That English has a lot of that. And it comes from the French. And it's written as the French write it, and it's pronounced as the French pronounce it. In its singular form. In its plural form, it's pronounced how the English pronounce it. It's not even how the English pronounce, because it's not plateaus. You know what I mean? Because it could be plateaus, but it isn't. It's plateau. No, sorry, plateaus. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of two things. Because in French, the S, you just don't read it. It's pluralized, but it sounds the same in most words. But I am also pretty sure the pluralization is with an X. No, it isn't. Sorry, I'm sorry. If the word were written with an S in English, in French rather, on a singular form, the pluralization I think is with an X instead. I'm not sure about that though. Either way, you enter the region. There's many mesas, dotting expanses of dry, barren land. In the middle of this forest of stone, one set of plateaus looms above the others. At the top, you see stone towers and battlements. They're not attached to each other. The battlements and the stone towers. It's like saying I see mountains and rocks. You're like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, the rocks are in the mountains. Then you see the mountains. What are you talking about? The rocks. It's the same thing. Anyway, the stone spires are connected by a network of bridges. And we have, I believe, reached the... no, we have not reached Malacca. Is it Malacca? No. This is just it's the plateaus. As you get closer to the plateaus, fortress, it's definitely one of those things. You pass clumps of tents and refugee camps. Owen refugees have come flooding here from all over the Vol, trying to escape their Masha masters. Masters. They huddle around the base of the fortress, hoping for protection. It looks like taking over this keep would be incredibly difficult, even for Haven soldiers. If the Masha come, and pluralized without an S, as I think is the proper way, this game has been doing that most of the time, the Owen outside will receive no such protection. What such protection? I don't know what protection it's referring to. There is a group of Owen refugees huddled up at the base of the plateau. They are understandably worried when they see armed warriors approach. Then they decide to play it safe and run away. Bands of Owen warriors are patrolling the base of the fortress. I thought it was the plateau. Either way, they are untrained and poorly equipped, but they are fighting for survival. That makes them fiercely dangerous. The guards approach you until they are actually fighting for freedom, but sure. Approach you until they see who you are. They have a short animated discussion, and then one of them approaches you. You are from Haven. We hope you have come to help us. We deserve it. If you want to meet with our council, Matraka is ahead. And otherwise it isn't. It's behind. It's if you don't want to meet them. Enter it from the south. Thank you. Let's go north. I must explore all the things before I go to my destination. Come here, come on. There you are. There is a group of Owen refugees huddled up at the base of the plateau. Oh, they're disappearing. Did you notice? I'm pretty sure they're disappearing. The moment I interact with them, they're gone. It's like everybody else, really, in this setting. It's like, that's just a feature. That's how the game works. I'm not sure why that is the case, because it's not always like that, but most of the time it is. You are ascending into dry, barren mountains. These rocky peaks shelter these valleys from the rain, and they are almost entirely dry and dead, which is actually not how sheltering something from the rain works. Like, what? How is it? How? If you shelter somebody from the rain, then you get wet and wet. That's like actual geography, actual things. I know that because I live in a part of my country where the winds come from the west, usually here in Portugal, and so the rain comes from the west because the rain is brought by the winds. And on the west, on northwest part of the country, there's like this big mountain range, and it's a very, very green, very rainy area of the country. On the east side of that mountain range, it's a very non-rainy, very dry and barren. It's not barren, but it's a lot drier than here. And you'd think that, well, it's in the same altitude. Not altitude, latitude. Is it latitude? Longitude? Longitude. Is it longitude? I'm not sure. Either way, because the country is like this, right? It's like a. The map in the map it looks like this. It's like a square chocolate bar. So we're here, right? There's a mountain range over here, and the winds come from the west, and all there gets a bunch of rain. And then over here on the east side of that bit, it doesn't have rain. That's how it is. And then south here, there's a bunch of rain everywhere. It doesn't matter. Down here, there's a little bit less rain because it's further south, but there's still rain and rain all over. But over there, it's different because it's kind of like a mountain range. That brings it's like a whole thing. So no, if they're either dry and dead, or they shelter the valleys from the rain. No armies will, but then again, in this setting, the swamps are cold, so what do I know? No armies will attack the rebels from this direction. These passes are too hot and jagged for a safe approach. The peaks are barren, but not dead, even though they were dead. Wait, the rocky peaks are dry and dead. But they're barren, but not dead. You find the tracks of scorpions everywhere. Huge scorpion. Oh, right. Okay, so it's not. It's like what's the word? There's a word for it when you're exaggerating. Hyperbole. Hyperbole? It's like a Super Bowl. That's one of those. It's fine. Where are we? What the heck is this? Castle Andesite. No, that's north. Oh, is this where we're gonna find the Looking Glass? Or it's not Looking Glass. But it kind of feels like it, honestly. The place where you can look at things. I think it might be. Oh no, there's spiders that we haven't seen yet. And lava. Nah, it's not lava. It's just frozen, it's melted cheese. What is that? Plated scorpion. Sure. I mean, you're not going to catch me saying no to that. Oh, casting haste, though. I don't like that. I will kill you first, then. Are you the only one that casts haste? Yes, it's not an AoE thing. Please don't confuse your mates. Please, thank you. Okay, and then the Sapphire skeletons will die. They're very brittle. Sapphire is very... Well, actually, Sapphire is not... Well, Sapphire is brittle. It's just... It's not particularly shatter resistant. It's just scratch resistant. I will apply some poison up there. Should have cast a little bit further south to get this guy as well. But I am a bad player. Oh no, they're doing the same. I am tasting my own poison. That's not true. I'm tasting their poison, but either way. Please don't confuse... Dang it. Okay, maybe that... Dang it. Got a stun. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Dang it, it isn't... What is that? I didn't know you were a spellcaster. Oh, that's an evasion. Well, that one's very confused about things. Seems that I don't even need to cast confusion on them for them to be confused. Bloodletting, blooding, bleeding, poisoning, all the things. Mission? Missed. Okay. And then there's a miss. Oh, I should have... This is not good. This is not good. I should have done a better job. Okay, let's do a better job. Healing wave. Lovely. It's really not ideal. Restoring rain. I don't think it applies up there. It did. Nice. Didn't fix everything, but good enough. And 2 hits in a row. It's actually something I never thought about. This game doesn't tell you the to-hit chance. It should. It's not only a convention. It's not... Yeah, it's a convention. I mean, I understand that the games that inspired the Spiderweb games are not like that, because the roguelikes in the olden days wouldn't tell you the hit chance and whatnot. Oh, this one doesn't even want to fight. Look at me going... oh, no, he does. I was going to say, look at me going over the molten cheese. Molten cheese, it's fine. Yeah, it absolutely should, because it makes like it's a simple trick. It's a trick. It's definitely a trick, because mechanically it doesn't change the game in any way, telling you the hit chances. In the sense, I say mechanically because in the sense that you're still finding the same thing, and there's still the same chances of you to hit. It's just the game telling you when you hover over. You know what I mean? But it's a trick, because what it does is it forces the player to, instead of being like, okay, I want to attack that guy, and well, that's it. Let's find out. And then you sort of react in the cases that the game, in the cases that you are missing a lot. You're just like, that guy is very evasive, and then you right click or something, because you can do that like this, and you can do some calculations and whatnot. The point is it makes the combat be about choosing the to hit chances, which is how most combat actually works in most games. Please don't confuse. Thank you. Yeah, because I think it's a trick, because it makes the combat more interactive and more interesting, and also it's easier. So because you can tell, and it's just, yeah, that's one of the many reasons why I not in this game. This game is fine, but in many games I keep banging on about the UI. This game's UI is polished. Like, there are some things that could be improved, but this is the Infernal Pit, by the way, and it's very bad and infernal. Let's go to our thing over here so we can replenish, because this is bad. Infernal Pit. Down we go. I mean, it is infernal because it's in underground. That's what that means. The word infernal, or infern. Inferno. Originally means underground. In English, actually means something very, very hot, which is interesting, because it doesn't do that in Romance languages, as far as I know. English just sort of took that word and went with it. You enter an old subterranean ruin. Someone actually built a tower down here at the southeast side of this enormous cave. Then the quakes started. Then the fumarole opened. Now it is an enormous fiery cavern. The fumarole is just basically the main part of a volcano, as far as I remember. It's an enormous fiery cavern shaken by constant quakes. Quaken by constant shakes. Let's go with that. The tower was abandoned long ago, and it has been rapidly crumbling since then. Only the exuberant construction practices of the Vol enabled it to survive this long. It didn't survive. It's crumbling. What do you mean survive this long? Even the remains? Like, look at it. It's all broken. Oh, it's got an infernal bulging. That's not what it is. It's a bugling. I like it. I like the name. How do I want to proceed with this? Are they going to be difficult? I don't think they're going to be difficult. Okay, they're going to be difficult. Immediately cast silence on me. No, actually, that's totally fine. Silence is within my expectations. Something happened. Oh, no, Anna healed him. Nice. Because she has the automatic heal. A lot of bleeds there on that bugling. I want to go up there. I am regretting my decisions. Okay. Critical for 8. Poison. Okay, that's fair. Block damage, poison resisted. That's pretty decent. So what we can do is we can heal you. Unfortunately, that's it. Should have done something different, but it's fine. Let's focus damage. They're throwing poo at me. Very uncouth. Another critical that is within the within my expectations here. As long as it's all in one character, things are fine. This is my only option at the moment. I mean, it isn't. I could have switched weapons and attacked with a range weapon. Another critical for 3. Another critical for 13. So a lot of damage up there. But definitely only on the same character. So that's pretty good. And now observe. I apply healing. Good. I apply also healing. Not healing wave. And then I press F. And we recover energy, and we're basically as new. It's not quite as new because I think the energy recovery, it's gotta be based on something. I don't know what it's based on, like how the game decides whether to recover your energy or not. But I'm thinking that, like, imagine you have a series of fights, and each fight has a single scorpion. And a single, normally you'd think that a fight with a single scorpion doesn't give you energy. But what I think the game does is every, like, 4th fight with a single scorpion, you get energy once. Because in those 4 scorpions, you got energy. So if you fight one fight with 4 scorpions, and then another fight with 4 scorpions, and then another fight with 4 scorpions, in each one of these 3 fights, you're going to get 1 energy. And I think what the game does is basically keep tally of what you do. So, I don't know, maybe we just wasted our energy recovery here. And in the next fight, we're going to have no energy recovery. So, so maybe we're not as new. But the point is, we are as new up here, and that's what matters. For right now, though, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Queen's Wish. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.